Welcome everybody to episode 8 of Conor or the Banter Box with me, Conor Quinn, and online coach Emmett McKenna. Not just your chicken and rice PT.
What's happening? How are you, mate?
All good, mate. How are you?
I'm all good, aye. 100%.
So you're used to these podcasts and talking online?
I've done a few now, aye. It's good crack, like.
It
It's
is.
always nice to get invited to another one, like, so why the fuck not? You know what I
I
mean?
know. Well, this is it. We're newbies to the game, like, to be honest.
Aye, I know, I can tell. I'm nervous as fuck.
I know.
When he's looking at it.
This is me getting into it. I told you to hit this part. People always think, though, you're like, oh, so confident, but see this part here, it fucking freaks me out.
Mate, see, to be fair, like, I mean, it's like anything. I remember when I first started doing the videos and all, like, the amount of times I'd be doing this exact same line over and over again and fucking up, be like, for fuck's sake, don't do it again. Whereas now I just fly on, start talking shit, like, and everybody starts listening.
Even the start early on, I put up that post and I was like, I'm going to carry on. This isn't my fifth time of saying what's happening. I said, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
One of the best reels I ever actually did was fucking the bloopers of trying to get the sentences right.
Aye.
Because you keep fucking saying the thing over and over again. You can't get it out. You just keep going.
And then you get this stage where you're just like, see this fucking video, it better just go in. And I even scratched my nose at one point and I went, oh, look, there's me has to be scratching the nose. And I was like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. But see, to be honest, that just makes it more like, it's a wee bit more comedy or something, isn't it?
It's a bit more real. At the end of
Aye.
the day, like, you're not a robot. You know, you are human. Everybody watching's fucking humans as well. Well, I think anyway. Like, I don't know what they identify as these days. Fuck's sake. I mean,
That's AI. AI is watching all our videos. That's actually so true though. But that's like even what we were saying there, like fucking before we came on there, that literally the relatability is what it is. How did you find then getting from your online fitness, like you were saying about like people uploading videos and trying to be professional? Do you find it better for just being yourself?
well, to be honest, like, I was hammering the videos for about 6-7 months last year and I was getting nowhere. Like, it was like fucking, there's nothing more deflating than doing a video and then it crashing and burning and you're like, I thought that was funny as fuck too. I thought that was really good. So after a while, like, I was getting advice from everybody. Like, it was like, oh, you should stop swearing. Why don't you do it like this? Sean Casey's really good. Make sandwiches and all these different
Yes.
things, right? See, whenever you just blank it all out and just started doing exactly what it is you want to do. Same way as you do this podcast, you're a bit rough around the edges. At the end of the day, that's what people want to see.
100%.
As soon as that happened, then stop talking about fitness and started talking about fucking life and fucking relationships and all this shit here. Everybody else started being like, oh, that's great.
I love
I
it.
listen to him now. Didn't want to hear anything about a bicep curl. No sweat, Bernadette, I'll leave it there. Fuck's sake.
He burned that skin ripped to shreds.
Hi, fucker.
That's a gig. That's actually so true though, because so obviously I have my productions page. My productions page, I can't say it. My productions page, I try to keep professional, and then like I've sort of stayed around the same sort of level of like followers. As soon as you make this and you start being like fucking cursing and all, we got the swear jars in the second week. I had people who didn't do
He's not
podcasts.
reloaded now, are you?
No, here we're talking about for last
I'm
week's
bringing
guide.
any cash with me, mate. Sorry.
Nah, they're done busted. We couldn't keep up with it. We were like 2 minutes into the podcast and like we forgot to square.
Fuck that.
They were like, you were fired, I get. But literally that was the same. People were giving advice, you need to stop swearing if you want sponsors. And I went, I don't really want sponsors for these podcasts. I just want people to watch it and like find it like there's nothing better and people watching it. Every week people would say, oh, this is the best one yet. Last week it was the best one yet. And like I love that. So like I don't want it just to be like a slagging podcast. Obviously I want everybody from different industries to come on and show that we're all fucking the same. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. At the end of the day, like, what I found with it was, see, the more and more natural and the more and more, like, you're being honest with yourself then. See, at the end of the day, if you're swearing, if you swear normally,
Yeah.
swear on camera, because people will see you day to day getting on like that. So that was the way I was. Whenever I was trying to be really, like, straight and narrow and all, and I was going, fucking nobody's banned this here, like, you know what I mean? 'Cause I didn't ban myself. It's like, he's a spoof. You know what I mean?
He don't even do it like it. That's actually true though, because in my production space I still have to keep it a bit professional, because you have clients who are like corporate clients and I can't be like, they're not going to fucking hire you if I'm going to be like, see, you can't.
You'd be surprised. Most of my clients, honestly, are like CEOs of companies and stuff like that.
Aye.
Like, they're high flyers. Like, majority of them now, not everybody. Of course, there's normal people as well, but there's a lot of high performers. And as soon as you get on the phone and you just start acting exactly the same way, like, I don't change my tone of voice or change the way I speak to them. Like,
Aye.
they're more like, fair enough. Like, because at the end of the day, they're just performing well, but they were still a normal fucking person. Like,
That's it. People always say as well, see, like you say you carry on exactly the way you do in the podcast and you do in real life, and that's what you want. I would be more scundered if people were like, he doesn't even carry on like that in real life.
Aye.
And then it also means where we go with the burps, fucking hell, just what about like 5 minutes into it and I'm burping already. But that's what I mean. Like, you don't want. I would be more embarrassed if somebody was like, seen you in real life and be like, you get on a bit more scummier. Do you know what I mean? Where like people can't really, if you show everything, people can't really like be like, oh, it's a video of you in a night out. You're carrying on like a rocket. I'm like, I told you I was a rocket.
I know. I'm like, what were you getting on? Obviously.
I know.
What did you expect?
I know.
See the amount of ones that like I get messages and all from people being like, oh, I seen you out in the swell the other day and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I know, I was having a good time. Like they're like, I didn't think you'd be like that. And I'm like, what did you think it was going to be like? Obviously.
It's just me. Where are you from, Miss Belfast?
I'm from Ormer Road, mate.
Ormer Road, are you actually?
Yeah.
Around the corner?
Yeah.
Happy days. It's not that far, but see when you get this part, it's fucking a nightmare to get around to, isn't it?
Aye, there's a few wing nuts around here as well. Like, as I was saying to you in the lift, aye.
3 parties around here.
I've been to a few now and again around this block, like, so.
Been to more parties from me around here. More parties I've had around here.
Wouldn't be hard, mate. Like.
But see, just even back to like the online coaching stuff. Do you feel so? Online coaching, I think, is like blew up. It's like one of the best ways for people to get coached. Do you feel like obviously then the social media part becomes basically a different part of your job? Where like if you were doing like 1-to-1, you wouldn't have to have as big of an online presence. Do you know what I mean?
What I'm finding is, so I was a PT. Like I built a gym at my house.
Yeah,
I'll tell you a bit of the backstory, sure, if you want. Mm-hmm. I left, packed up all my shit and sold all my clothes, my car, everything, and went to Australia. And 2 months in then, I'd lived in Australia for 3 years prior to that, been home for a year, fucking about different shit jobs, and then left, went over again for a second chance. This time around, COVID hit. Irish Embassy emailed me. They were like, you have to get out of here. You're not safe. We know what visa you're on. Like, you won't get looked after, blah, blah, blah. Get this flight home. Cost me $4,000. They were trying to act like it was a favour, fuck's sake. Cost me $4,000. That was all I had at the time. Like, so ended up back in my house. So it was like, I built a gym. I'll tell you what I actually did. I contacted the local Chinese. Remember when the Chinese and McDonald's and all opened up?
Yes.
Before everything else. So I contacted the local Chinese, says, do you want a delivery driver? I says, my dad, any chance you'd lend me your car just to do deliveries? I started coming on my social media, being like, fucking step right up, get your Harmony Pals tonight. No, you know you want it, you fat cunt, no, blah, blah, blah. Sure, you don't even want to fucking cook. Sure, you're already having wine anyway, blah, 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 doing all this stories. People started fucking ordering like mad. So that was bringing my income up. No, think about it. Sure, I was getting loads of deliveries, like, so I was getting more fucking dough. So I ended up taking that money and building a gym at the house, PTing in person from there. And then after that, I got so busy with the PT in person then that I was like, I saw all these boys making videos online. I was like, how the fuck did I do this here? They're having an outfit, they're traveling around the place and I'm starting counting reps. So then I ended up fucking joining a mentorship that taught you how to run an online business, how to actually do it. And what I see from it then is it's so much better because you can reach so many more people and help so many more people. But what happens is there's an age group difference with it. So people like over 30, pushing 40 and up, they find online a bit more difficult because they're like, what's this here? Like, what am I paying him for? Whereas obviously the younger generation fucking see it as like, that's normal. Everything's online now. So it's just another aspect of that. But it's definitely part of your life. Like, whenever I used to be doing this time last year, I was starting doing 10-hour days, 13-hour days, counting reps in my gym. Yeah. And then at the end of that, having to make a video to try and go viral online, to try and fucking get the online thing going. So you have to hammer it like fuck. Once it gives you the freedom. Like, I'll not really be here all summer. Do you know what I mean? So you do have that freedom to actually. It's like when COVID happened there, when I was working from home, and I feel like that's what you can do then with your business. Then, because people were still getting coached like for COVID with online coaching. Yeah, exactly. So it's making it into that, and you do have the freedom to go everywhere. I feel like though, how do you feel like keeping up with like the sort of algorithm? So you have to keep your trend. You have to be on, don't you, all the time? Like I've posted a reel every day for like over a year now. Like, do you know what I find is really frustrating with it? Honestly, the market is saturated as fuck. Every PT out there is trying to do the online thing, obviously, because if you asked every single one of them, they all say they love counting reps. They don't. They want to be fucking doing the online thing they do. Like, because it's a different kind of maintenance. It's a different. You don't actually have to put yourself there and stand in the gym. Now, of course, everybody likes a bit of human interaction, but they would rather not do a 13-hour day in the gym. So, like, being honest. So, what ends up happening, mate, is with the algorithm, it's fucking frustrating because obviously you get swallowed up by all the different people trying to get your attention. So it's about how do you get more attention. Fuck's like I dressed up as a bird in a ring trying to get fucking.
That's it. That's scrollable content.
Here, nobody fucking remembers, like, so, but it got them on their page to follow, didn't it? So fuck you, can't you?
I'm gonna dilute your brain with more content to forget about that one.
I just always say, see when people say, every time I open my page, you're fucking there. I'm like, I just want to implant my face in your skull.
Yeah, I give them brain tattoos on my face.
Like, see when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna see my fucking dick.
When you go to sleep, you're gonna see my big.
I'm there.
It's actually true though. Like even obviously make me working in productions and stuff. I always say to people, you want scrollable content. You want people to stop scrolling because it's you know yourself. You become accustomed. See if you're uploading the same shit every week. Like you see one video and you're like, right, here we go. That's sweet. And then it's the same content the next day. You're just going to scroll past it. I mean, like if it's just your client just training in the gym, you just skip over the stories. Do you know what I mean? Where I feel like now you do have to have you have to be creative. I think online coaches are a lot more creative as in what content they're throwing out because they know they have to you have to sort of grab people's attention, and it actually works well. Sometimes I watch and I'm like, where the fuck, I need to come up with these ideas for my own business now.
See, to be honest, like I would have been like, see, years ago, like I'd have been on Snapchat and all. Now I had a decent following on that fucking years ago, before Instagram and all, and then I was late to the Instagram came. Like I've only had it maybe about 3 years. Like, but what happened was I never knew where the creative side was supposed to go. I was just doing it for the crack on Snapchat, like, and then actually doing online coaching was this world where I was like, I get to create fun and good crack content, but at the same time help loads of people. This is a win-win, like,
100%.
You know what I mean? But it allowed this avenue for, if you have a big personality, like, do you know what I mean? Same as doing podcasts and all, like, it allows you to actually get that out there, whereas it wasn't there before.
That's way, like, so obviously, see the way you're saying that's exactly the way I treat this podcast. So I'm like, I have all these fucking mad ideas. I'm like making them adverts and all, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I love this. You know, Birmingham, fuck's sake, here we go. But see, they creating the adverts. My mind goes fucking boogaloo. And it's not like I'm like, oh, I find it hard. I'm like, I'm creating shit here I want to create, and you're also getting your name out there. So see that exactly the way, like you're saying about how you find creating the content for the online. That's the way I'm at. We're going to Barcelona next week, and I'm literally, I probably shouldn't say this because I was going to make the advert for it. But I have this idea of like a video I'm going to make in Barcelona. But we're going to my cousin's wedding. I'm like, I can't really ask everybody to do this video, but I'm like, right, see if I do this shot on the first day when everybody else are. See the last 2 days I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? But it's more like, people are like, you ever take a day off? And I went, but I want to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it takes over your life, mate.
You get more. I get a buzz out of it. It's so fucking geeky, but I get a buzz out of like making good content. So that's half the battle sometimes, and then again, you're getting your name out there. You get more clients and stuff. That's actually what I like about the podcast part. You can be as fucking mad and rough as you want.
See, to be honest, mate, like content wise, it's good. Like, I love making good crack content. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a biggest fan. Like, I'm gonna watch it and I'll be like, that's a belter. I'd buy off me.
5,000 reviews. You just watching on my feet. Here, I've done that before.
You're for the views. Like,
here's our sir say that advert must be 800 views. Must be max. I watched that about 800 times.
Exactly. Because you do. You be watching it again. You watch it again. You're like, fuck, I could have done that better. I could have done this better.
People wouldn't admit it though, and I'm like, even that video advert we made, I was like, hated it until one shot. I swear to God, I was lying in bed like falling asleep watching it on my bed. I was like, that's a fucking gig, isn't it? Exactly. I was up all my mates and all on it. It's good crack. But see, also I want to talk a wee bit about fitness and stuff as well. Like, not like, I'm not a fucking fitness head, but I know enough about it. So just obviously like the industry and the way it works, because fitness is a fucking big scope of an industry. Like, you've all different types of obviously fitness, like powerlifting, fucking CrossFit, high rocks, small group, online. But like, so I feel like everybody now is going into fucking that high rocks. What's your opinion on high rocks?
Mate, they are like, but I've never actually tried it personally. I only train honestly for aesthetics. Like, I train for the appearance. Like, if I be honest with you, I might as well. Like, I only went to the gym to get fucking birds. Like, do you know what I mean? Being totally honest with you, do you know what I mean? High rocks don't get you no birds. Like, no. Birds don't be walking past, being like, oh, he can do a belter deadlift. Do you know what I mean?
The birds be in competition with you, and they couldn't get each other on the headlock first.
But like, whatever floats your boat. Like, at the end of the day, so. If you're fucking doing gym, like any kind of gym, it's whatever floats your boat. So as long as you're moving, like, I actually don't, like, see some of my clients that don't even go to the gym at all. Like, I get them doing like running programs and high rocks if they want. You know, there's clients of mine doing CrossFit and all. Whatever they want to do is the thing that matters. So as long as they're moving, because there's so many people like go to work to a job they don't like, they finish work and then they just sit there twiddling their thumbs and they wonder why they feel deflated. and they're putting weight on and they're not enjoying themselves. Well, it's kind of because you're not using your body.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to fucking sit down all day.
I know.
We're supposed to go out on the hunt for food. That's actually what our bodies are made for. Like, if you think of cavemen, they weren't sitting watching fucking Netflix and having the wank, like, do you know what I mean? They weren't, like.
Scrolling down TikTok.
We're like, I'm going to fucking get that wild boar and buck her later on. What happened to all of that?
That's actually so true. I need to put that on a program.
Mate, here. I got to get some wild boar and buck her. Fuck's sake, all right, well.
Fuck your deadlifts. But that's actually true. But see, I think like, it's everything's so like easy, like trendy, if you know what I mean. So I think high rocks now is trendy, but also very clicky. It's like if you're not doing it, sometimes I'd be embarrassed to say what type of training you're doing because people are sort of like, high rocks is the way forward. You know what I mean? I do a training what I like. You know what I mean? I like to go to the gym and do what I do, and the same as you. Well, my aesthetics isn't anywhere near yours, but it's just like a lifestyle change. You know what I mean? And I understand people do it for the competitiveness, but I'm not a competitive person whatsoever. Like,
the thing about it is with competitiveness, like, if you find that in you, like, I'm competitive, so I probably would enjoy high rocks. It doesn't fit into my kind of program at the minute for what I'm training for, but would I try it in the future? Yeah. Like, I mean, I'd never knock anything. Like, you might as well give everything a go. You might find you like something more than you fucking like before, but it's really, as I say, depends on what you're wanting to do. So if your goals are like to change your body shape, high rocks maybe isn't the one. It's more of a performance based thing. Whereas if you're wanting to change your body shape, maybe do something that's going to do that. Like, you know, look at hypertrophy trainer or whatever. Like,
that's 100%. That's the way I was. Like, when I started the gym, I was like fucking 20. Was it 23 or 24? And I was like 8 stone. I was like, no, I was 8 stone 13. I was so skinny, and I literally, mine's is a lifestyle change where I'm like, right, go eat this, stick to a diet plan, because I would never have put on weight before it. So mine's is more like just like a lifestyle, like just to be this age. It's not like to be fucking active, or not like active, like the performance ways.
Fill a t-shirt better and stuff.
That's right.
It's aesthetics.
to get a better fucking neck, because my neck be so skinny. See, when I lose weight, my neck be like that size and my head just looks huge. I need a 6 week. I need a 6 week course of my neck just. I mean, but what do you think of photo shoots? You're doing photo shoots?
I'm doing 2 actually. So I do one on the 17th of June in Belfast, and then 2 days later I fly to Ibiza and do another.
Actually, who's up with Peter Bennett?
Peter Bennett's one's in Ibiza. The other one's Stephen Black here.
Yes.
So they're all for work. Like, so see shoots and stuff. Like, it's just good for the aesthetics, for the page and stuff. Like, but in all honesty, I have found it a breeze up until 2 days ago.
Actually,
so like my coach was like to me, fucking hell, Emmett. He's like, you stripped down so quick. I've been shoot ready for weeks, and then he was like, we're just gonna fuck about with you a wee bit. We're gonna give you more food this week, and then rip it back off you. So now, like 2 days ago, I was on 2,450 calories, which is a lot on a diet. He's put me down to 1750 today. So. Jeez. You imagine I'm sitting here, that's why I've had a couple of monsters, like, it's fucking hard, mate. I'm sitting there going, this patience is more fucking thin. You may hurry up the fuck.
This is overnight, you can go home. Nah, but
can't wait to look at lettuce leaf later on. Buzzing like her cousin.
But see, to be honest though, they're actually 2 class photographers, like they do that.
Yeah.
But the ones I've seen, Peter Bennett's ones in Ibiza, and they're fucking unreal. I see who will do them like that.
What happened was I put a client through a shoot 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and it was the first time I met Peter, so I came up with my client to stand over oversee it. Basically, I says to Peter, did you get that one filled over in Ibiza? And he says, nah, and I was like, can't take it a bit. I was like, look, I'm doing one on 17th here. Normally people wouldn't do 2 shoots so close, because you have to like fat load and carb load and stuff leading up to the shoot,
and then water jumping to do that.
There's all different technical things. So me doing 2 and a flight in between is testing, but I always like testing myself at the end of the day, like, so I'm confident it'll come out well, so fuck it, like.
Because I used to do like a wee bit, like when I started like years ago, I used to do fitness photography as well. Like, I still would do the odd wee thing there, here and there, but I remember putting myself through a photo shoot just to be like, right, I've tried it. I fucking hell, Stephen, you're saying about like latitudes and all. I was smoking about 40 fakes a day trying to kill hunger. Waking up in the middle of the night and go down and eat like one, like licking a rice cake and being like, going back to bed.
No, I'm like, can I have a sniff of that, please?
That's right.
Fuck's sake.
Can I have a sniff of a bag of lettuce?
I got my haircut this morning, like, and the barber was like, no, what I really like, I love paninis and all, and I see a big baguette and all powerful, and I was like sitting there and I was looking at him and I was like, I haven't had since about 12 years. It's actually fuck up.
You start craving things you don't even like.
I was like, I can't wait to look at that.
I remember like I had like a cupboard filled with like the stuff that I wanted, and I randomly after my shoot wanted a fucking oven door cake, like the cake you got when you were like 7. I wanted a 7-year-old's birthday cake.
Here, mate, whatever floats your boat.
I know. I got one of the day, and I was like, don't know why I got that like a brownies or something. I mean,
know what I'm looking forward to on the Ibiza one though, because I have a conference in Marbella for a couple of days after that, like a work conference. So when I do the Ibiza shot, then I'm staying in Ibiza for a couple of nights, because the way it worked out, I can fly from Ibiza over to Marbella for the conference. So I'm gonna do a vlog when I'm over there, just like come with me on a night out my own in Ibiza. So I got a bit better crack, like, start meeting a few clampets along the way. Like.
But so obviously like Ibiza, we're talking about Ibiza. I fucking love Ibiza. What's your thoughts on Ibiza?
I absolutely love it. Like,
so one of your favorite places to go?
It's absolutely your favorite place. Like my issue, mate, is I'm older. Like, so see when you're 32. There's fuck all lads left who want to go. I'm fucking able to go. Like, none of my mates fucking want to go. They're all fucking 2 kids and 3 kids. And some misses they don't even like. No, you heard me, lads. Fuck's sake. So it's hard to get the lads to go. Like, you just can't get the good staff anymore.
That's it.
Fuck's sake.
Rent the mate.
Nightmare on the street.
That's actually, see my mates were actually all like older and all, and I'm actually lucky, and my mates all fucking love it. I swear to God, like you go into my mate's kitchen, I'm like, I'm not going up to your kitchen. They're like, come on up, just one. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to leave. What?
Says, what's going on in that kitchen? Plates and all, is there?
Knives and forks and everything. I mean, ma kitchen parties. But here, I love it. I don't even be a scared to say I love a blowout. Sometimes, see, when you're working that much, so I think, like, I tell myself I'm due a blowout, because I'll get all more frustrated and like too much work, where I go have a blowout and be like, here, that was worth it, and then I'll get stuck back in the work. You know what I mean? Like, obviously when you're off, you're not going to do it and like not turn up to work, but I'm like, right, I have like this weekend free, I'll go out and have a wee blowout with my mates, and then that'll be me for another couple of probably 6 months or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would be much the same. Like, I see before, I would have been fucking party animal like for years, like, and my house, like, I was always having a house party, fucking being crowd surfing all around the house, and fucking one of my mates is a live singer in the town, like, he showed up loads of times with his fucking guitar and everything, and fucking up, everybody giving it stacks in the house. Whereas now it's like pick and choose when I go out, like, because you know yourself, whenever there's a point whenever you're trying to run a business and stuff, 100%. You just can't be fucking, your head can't be up your hole on a Monday. Like, you kind of need to have a bit of sense.
I think even like you need to like be mentally prepared. Like, I need to know I have enough work done, because even on the Monday, if my head's up my hole, I'm like, right, I'm going to like give this 75%, and I can't afford to give it 75%. So I'm like, right, I need to know even on Monday, even on back to work, I've enough free time to give this 75%. You know what I mean? And then see when I'm fucking out, or like even we were at their wedding the other week, I put my phone down at the disturb and all, because I was like, on a Sunday, I feel like everybody messaged you on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there anxiety going, oh shit.
Mate,
so
you want to see I have a work number and a fucking personal, and see the messages like that come through. It's just mental. Never mind the Instagram and TikToks and all. Like, so I end up fucking for me, my personal one, I just don't open any messages now until I'm actually at a point where I'm ready to fuck. I have to delegate like 2 hours where I'm like, you're just going to reply to people now, because see if you just reply continuously throughout the day, because the first thing is you text anybody back, fucking text you right back again. I know. Bastards. Like, got that out of race.
And then you're like, oh fuck, I'm caught here, I have to right back again.
I get know I'm on there.
I know. I have all my online turned off. I have to, because see as well, like I have so many accounts. Like I counted the other day, I have like 10 forms of contact, including like email addresses, two like Facebook and Instagrams for 3 different accounts. I mean, so that's 6 accounts, and then my personal number, and then I only have one mobile number, and then WhatsApp and all. I'm like, so things get lost. Do you know what I mean? And then I feel really guilty if things get lost. But see, if people message me personal on Facebook Messenger, you may as well fucking ring my house phone or something, because it's very hard to get me to group chats and all.
I'm never opening Facebook chat. Like, see the amount of leads and all. Like, see people that have reached out being like, I'd love to work with you. And then I fucking open the message on Facebook chat about a week later, because I'm like, I just don't even open that because I'm like, fuck it.
I know.
There's too many. Like,
I know there's too many accounts. So sometimes I understand things get like messed up. That's why I'm like, no, what? I'm not even looking at these now, because if I open this, I'm going to forget about that. It'll be 3 weeks later. I'm like, sorry, just send your message. And that's not me even being like lying. I'm like, sorry, I just actually read your message.
Exactly. Like, see my work one, like, I only have the business hours like between 9 and 7. Like, so I like my clients and all know, like, see, like, now they wouldn't be able to text me. They can text me, but I won't open it.
Yeah.
Because there has to come a point where you have to manage that energy. Like, you 100%. Can't just keep fucking giving everybody everything, because everybody ends up getting fuck all.
I know. Or then you give, yeah, exactly. You give them like half-arsed answers back. I mean, and you're like, I agree too. Like people ask for like a price or something, and I'll give them back like a half-arsed answer, and then I'll come back to it. Like I'm doing like a wedding soon, and I'm like, I give them like this half-arsed answer, and I'm like, I've overpromised. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not overpromised, but like I've like promised, and then for what I charged, I was like, I just agreed to all that, and I'm going to have to do it. So you do yourself out sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I need to actually sit down and do this properly. And then sometimes you feel like the anxieties that you need to reply back now, but I realize now I need to just reply when I can reply properly and take note of everything they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, what I found was happening with me before. The best thing I ever did, mate, get yourself a work number. See, you swear to fuck, see, the minute you do that, see anybody reaches out on any platform, you fire them straight that work number, because then that's just work.
Yes.
Then see what I was finding I was doing, I was sitting having like dinner with my ma or something, or whatever, and then you'd get a message from somebody, and then you'd be half-assed answering that, while half-assed talking to whoever you were with. So you were never giving anybody 100%. You were just fucking dipping in and out. Whereas at least whenever you have the work number, then you just fucking iron that out, and you deal with one, and then you deal with the other.
I think that as well. Like, and see if somebody was like, "Can I ring you?" I'm like, "Oh Jesus Christ, no!" I'm one of them ones. I could talk to you face to face. I'd rather actually drive an hour and have a consultation with someone face to face than ringing the phone, because I'm like, "What the fuck did I agree to?"
I'm the opposite. I'm fucking phone man. Like, don't be on the call here. Get this out of the way.
I'd be doing fucking circles around this apartment on the phone. I'm like, "What am I agreeing to?" I mean, I don't know why I get more nervous on the phone. I think it's because I can't tell what people's reactions are like. Do you know what I mean?
I see. It's different for me. You have to remember. See, anytime anybody reaches out looking coaching, I have to fucking get them on the phone, get a chat with them and all, explain them the whole thing, and then like get them to actually sign up. So I'm so used to doing the phone now that it doesn't. It's like being in a call center again. Do you know what I mean? It pays a wee bit better.
Pays a wee bit. So have you worked in a call center?
Yeah, I worked in a few. Worked in fucking HCL back in the day. It's closed down now. I was on Boucher Road. It was like West Belfast, the box. Like, it was good crack.
Was it?
I remember my actual team was Banter. Like, there was like, I think it was 70% girls. So when I was about 19, I walked in, I was like, this is class here. I was like, I like this place. Can I come here on? And but then I worked in fucking other ones. I worked in Concentrics for years later. That was in between Australia the first time and Australia the second time. Working there, like, again, it was fucking wingnut central.
Was it?
But sure, you know yourself, mate. At the end of fucking, you have to walk through shit in order to come out smell the roses.
100%.
Like, so you have to kind of realize you don't want something. So for me, it was doing all them types of jobs, doing stuff I didn't want to do. And then it kind of pushed me. You're back against the wall now. You're back home, Belfast. You've been kicked out of Australia. Like, what are you going to do now? You're going to go back to call centres? No fuck. Gives you enough drive to move on. Do you know what I mean?
That's the sort of similar to me. Like, I done photography and with video in uni, and then I worked in Argos. I fucking loved it. I was there for about 5 years, and people still ask me like 2 years ago, "You still work in Argos?" I'm like, "That shop's closed down." I mean, of course I don't work in there, but that was the same as me. I left, and I was like, "I'm not staying in here just to be comfortable." I mean, I want to try and do this, but then I see after that I done some shit jobs and then I pushed me even more. Like, no, I want to do this 100%. You just get to know, and then you want to do something that doesn't, like, obviously work. I see people say that it doesn't feel like work. I think it's work at the end of the day.
Doesn't matter what fucking job.
It's work.
Listen, it's work. Like,
I know.
I love my job. It's fucking work. Like,
you can
see whenever I have all the boxes ticked, that's my day off. Lethal. I'm like, fuck, I don't have to talk to anybody for a wee while. It doesn't matter. See, whenever there's a reel done for the day or a post done, thank fuck for that. Like, I've one the hanging over my head for the day. Like, can't wait to fucking try and work that out later.
I actually see, for even being like creating content for people on social media, I'm the fucking worst at posting on my business social media, so I need to take a leaf out of my own book to do it. But I
tell you what, I'm looking at videographer, mate. So if you can do that there
we go.
You've got a job.
100%, mate. That's us. There we go. This is networking, though, mate.
Absolutely, it's all networking. Like,
it is. Networking's a big thing. Like, of my job with Spicy, I was actually meant to. There was something on the night. With one of my clients, it was a go out, be good networking. I was like, I'll go to the next one. But that's literally just going to, like, even an event. You realize how much work you get, and it's always when you least expect it. If you go to the event thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get clients here," I think it doesn't work. Where, like, most of my clients I've got is where I've just went, I'm like, "Oh, you're a videographer? I'm actually looking one," and then it works out better like that because they see your character. Rather, people do like getting sold to, but like, for me, I think when people just see you behind the scenes, they're like, "Actually, here, would you do that for me?" Do you know what I mean? Where rather than me going up and like, "Here, I can do this for your business," is a bit more intimidating for me. But when it comes to photography, I was in was I in Malta, and some girl was getting off the flight who I met, and she was like, "Here, actually, yeah, I'll be looking your page the other day." I literally just met her at the event there, and then by chance we were getting off the flight, and then she was like, me and my husband are gonna book you for our business. I'll give you a wee message. I went, that is the most random form in networking. I was getting my suitcase out of the thing.
That's networking as a whole though. Like, see what I found. Think about it. Like, if I come up to you and says, "Do you want to fucking PT with me? Do you want to PT with me? Come work with me." You're probably gonna be like, "Just all right, mate."
Do you know what I mean?
Whereas if I'm more like continuously, like, you get to know me,
yes,
trust me, like me, you're probably gonna buy from me.
100%.
So it's the same thing with yours. Getting your face around, making sure people know you.
Oh, that's it.
If they don't know you, they're not going to buy from you. So it's the same in any industry. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If they don't know you, that's why people talk about building a rapport and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, see if you look at even my social media, what I be doing, like the whole time I'm trying to put myself in the people that I want to work with shoes. So I'm like talking about everyday problems, talking about relationship problems and everything. And they relate to that because they're like, oh, fuck. That's like me.
Yes.
That's exactly. I had that
it's
thing.
The relatability.
And then they've already got to know you. I rarely open my doors to take clients on. Yeah. Rarely. Like, but when I do, then the fucking flies in because they're like, oh, like, I don't know. I have been following him for ages. I feel like I know him.
Yes, that's it. They feel like they know you. Like,
yeah.
Do you get people that be like, well, past you and like they know you and you like,
mate, these days, see, I fucking had been out for a few months, and then I came to March and I started going out. I remember I was like, at first night that happened, didn't realise because I gained a fuckload of followers in that period of time. I remember when I walked on the Banter, like, and there was, I swear to fuck, mate, the whole bar just went quiet and fucking, all the men were like, fucking, all the birds come over, like, you're right, is that you? I was like, that is I. Honestly, see now, like, I fucking, we kids and all running up asking for fucking pictures and all, it's mad. Like. Yeah, it's class, like.
So see the video, we were in, you should know about this, we were in McCallfield, some sort of bakery, and me and my man went in the other day, and these wee kids were walking away. It was like, I guess we smacked. I was like, here, Conor, I'm loving Conor. And I was like, cheers, mate. I'm loving the podcast. And then he literally went out and the doors closed. And then he went, here, Conor, shouted back in. I was like, what? And he went, see when I get you wee fruit. And the woman, because that's what it said in the advert. And the woman was like, do you know him? I was like, yeah, and then I had to explain. I had a writer explaining to the woman why he was saying that to me. I was like, because I made an advert and they Smick said it to me, and I was sitting like, I was really embarrassed about it. But see, even like see out there, like it sort of breaks your bubble. You just be going like, for like daily life, and then somebody says something like that, and I just had a fucking writer. Like,
mate, I get sort of fucked. Like I was out for a walk. Like I'd be doing the steps every day, obviously prep for this shoot. Like, and I get like messages on Instagram being like, saw you out doing your walk. Good to see you're actually saying what you say you do, or doing what you say you do. And I'm like, all right, like fuck's sake,
fuck, someone's keeping you accountable,
mate. Everywhere I fucking go, I get fucking like mates of mine that live in Oz, and I'll be like, I heard you were out last night. I'm like, how'd you know? They're like, oh, my mate saw you, and I'm like, fuck, what you told them? They're like, I know, they didn't want to go over and say well. I'm like, fuck is it?
Jesus,
it's mad.
Can't get away with fuck all these days,
mate. Can't get away with fuck all. Nightmare.
See, that's actually true. See, they are
any balaclavas, have you?
Start wearing. We'll go back out with masks. I mean, COVID's back.
Fuck it.
It's actually happened the other week though, and I was fucking hungover. We were meant to go out like the next day, and my mates were all going to a bar, and I was like, I can't go down. Right, you're not famous now, man, but see in my brain, see if somebody come over to talk to me, because literally the night before I was in a bar, people were going, I'm loving the podcast and all, but I was like, see if somebody comes over to talk to me and I'm rough here, I was like, I need to hide, because I'm like, I'm fucking hiding here. But it sounds a bit like people probably watching and think like, it sounds a bit like you think you're a celebrity, not like that, but like, it's bizarre. Like I walk past people and they're like, hey Conor, and I'm like, what's happening? And then I would like hit a big rate, and I get so embarrassed with it. You forget people watch these things.
See my mates, like there's one of them home from Australia at the minute. He'd be laughing if he sees us here. He's been fucking going, fuck, your man thinks he's a celebrity all the whole time. And every time we go in any bar and all, they're like, I wonder how long it is before somebody recognises Emmett. And it's like, everybody thinks that you think that, but you're like, at the end of the day, you forget that fucking everybody's watching these videos.
I know.
They all see it, whether they follow you or whether they've actually got to know you or not. The majority of them have seen it, like, do you know what I mean? So if you think about even one of your videos might hit fucking 500,000 views.
I know.
That's 500,000 people fucking seen it.
I know.
Like, so is it any wonder people are going, I know you're a bit
And it's just a bit like, it's a bit bizarre because you're like in your head going, I forget, all I see is the numbers. You just see like how many views. You don't realise there's actually accounts watching that.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
I think it's when you get like, because we obviously done this and we have people watching us on TikTok, so we always thought it was just going to be like a TikTok audience. But see, then you're seeing people who you sort of know and are like loving it. Like my old teacher, was missing. And I was like, oh my god, I was fucking slating our school. I mean, my old teacher was watching. And they're actually doing it on, but I was like, oh, I'm scunner now. My teachers hear me curse.
Nah, my teachers wouldn't give a fuck. They heard me curse before. Wouldn't be the first time. Like.
Probably well spoken now.
Sure, I sure told him my dad was taught me, like, so he definitely heard it before. Anyway.
Did your dad teach you?
He took me for PE. It's funny, like in first year, whenever you're fucking in your first year, like, and you're fucking 60 lads going through PE, and your dad goes, "Fuck's sake, Emmett, you throw like a girl in front of everybody." I was good, crack that, cheers.
Not even get bullied by his first year, bullied by your dad.
At least it set me up for everybody else, fuck's sake.
Literally thick skin, you know what I mean?
I know.
What was it like in school? What were you like in school?
I was an absolute nightmare. Like, really? I had one of the worst records of school I ever saw. So whenever I left and went to Australia the first time, my dad like a house party for me leaving, and he got my school record printed out. It was on A3 pages, and they had to get it printed over 2 pages on A3 to fit in, so it didn't even fit. Like, it was massive. So I was a nightmare in school, mate.
Were you?
Just didn't want to be there. Like, it wasn't. I was never one to be told what to do. Yes. But for some reason, I never thought, here, maybe you should start your own business. Took me to fucking get to my 30s before I went, oh, well, that kind of makes sense. Maybe I don't want to be told what to do.
I don't want a boss, I'm the boss.
Fuck God, I don't want to be told what to do. Fuck that. Asked to go to the toilet, take a shit, fuck's sake.
I know. See, our school, you were literally, it was one set of toilets and you had to go breaking lunch. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's actually wild. You're told when you can go to the toilet. See, I'm actually okay. I go to the toilet like once a day, so I'm actually good with that. Like, I think that suited me. But I think, especially about, like, I think there's a lot more, like, even when we started this podcast, like, we done, like, shedding light on, like, people sort of, like, who didn't do, like, the stereotypical, like, even though I went to uni, I don't think I done the stereotypical sort of thing. Like, I could have went to uni and still had this career without uni, and that's why I never classed it as if, like, I needed it. But I think a lot more people are really, really successful, and, like, even with social media and stuff, and didn't have any sort of school qualification. Like, my mate, she's fucking opened a business and had it done for years, and she does have school qualifications, but she would probably earn a lot more money than somebody who had to go to a degree and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Well,
honestly, like, see, I'm not gonna the finances, like, but like, I would be that way. Like, I left school. I got kicked out of school before I got my results. They sent me a letter, said it doesn't matter what you get, you're not coming back. You know. Yeah. And I went and did every shit job under the sun, as I told you, fucking call centers, building sites, butler in the buff, the whole whack, like, and everything, like. But it was only then when I actually caught myself on and was like, do you know what, like, you've all this energy. There's a reason why you were acting a fucking maggot in school. Outside of school, there's a reason. You have all this energy. You need to put it somewhere. So whenever you fucking find that avenue to put it into, it starts, your job finds you. Do you know what I mean? So, in all honesty, like, for looking, like, a lot of ones that I went to school with, like, I've had this chat with my dad and stuff, like, you know, he's a teacher, so he would automatically suggest people go down the academic route, and I'm like, you make far more money not doing that way, like, so, but that's not what you're told. You're told, go to uni, go to school, go to uni, get a job, shut the fuck up, and just be unhappy.
I know. It's actually so true though, like, but I think there's a way, like, I think it's good because it sort of gives you, like, a mentality, and if it works for you, it works for you. And, like, people who go to degrees, like, that's what you're for. Like, I don't think you should feel pressured and feel, like, guilty if you don't get into it. Like I was actually one of the ones. I was so fucking, I fluked my way into a degree, and I wasn't even 2 A levels. I shouldn't even got into a degree. Mine's what you said, your jaw finds you. Like, I was going to do art, so I was meant to be a fucking painter and all this.
You look like an artist too.
Not all the drawings on my arm. But, like, that's what I was meant to do, and then I just by chance went and done photography, and the first day of photography I was like, how do you work this camera, people? You're in a Belfast zoo, like, the first day everyone was taking photos, and I was like, what do you mean mine's taking mine on auto and all? Like, I hadn't a clue how to work a camera. But that's, like, again, your job finds you, and then sure, that's what I'm probably doing. So I'm self-employed doing, like, a full time. Not that there's probably a couple people out of my degrees doing that, but I'd be the one doing it more, like, there's only a couple of us that are doing, like, more commercially. Some people are, it was all art-based subjects. They were art-based, like, photography, but that's the same. Like, it does find you. So, like, obviously kids get, like, now forced to go into that and then feel like they have to go into this job, but I think there's a lot more out there, like fitness, like, even, like, barbering and stuff like that. They're all really good paid jobs.
Exactly. You can be paid whatever you want as long as you choose the right career to do it. Like, so, like, if you, like, for me, when I think back at all the jobs, I used to blame everybody. I would blame the manager for, like, he was a dick, or the manager was a dick. It was a job, I was unlucky, it didn't come my way. Yeah. Whenever you take that mentality away and you go, well, no, instead of being a victim and sitting there poor me in it.
Yeah.
You can go, nah, fucking, I'm gonna go get it. What is it you want to do? Find what it is you like, and then go and find that, and actually put all your energy into it.
That's it.
You can be able to charge whatever the fuck you want, because your energy's wholly in that. If you put your energy wholly in one thing, you'll get a result out of it.
That's 100%. If you're gonna put your whole energy into it, like even starting up any sort of business, it could be food or anything like that. But if you're gonna put the energy into it and fucking have a real buzz for it, it's gonna pay off. But people think it, like some people open up a business and like don't realize, like you'll probably know the same. Like it doesn't happen overnight. Like I graduated like fucking 2018 or something, and I didn't start doing this full time until probably about 4 or 5 years later. Like, I mean, you can't just give up after like a certain amount of time. Like, you really do have to try. Some people are overnight fixation, but I just wasn't one of them.
We'll see PT, for example. The going rate of PT is generally, most people get qualified. Whenever they finally go into the vocation, they last about a year and then give up, because it's hard to keep clients, retention isn't there, they're maybe hard to attract clients, all that stuff there. That's the general goal.
Yeah.
And I remember after a year doing it, I was like, I remember I was like, fuck, like I've only got about 5 classes doing my boxing, because I was working at the time as well at a call center type thing. And then I was like, I'm not being another statistic. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just dig deeper here, try harder. Like, if there's other cons out there doing it, I can fucking do it. So once you change that mentality to like, oh, it has to come to me, it has to land on my lap, it's I deserve this shit, and start going, no, go get it.
Yeah.
Once you go get it, like, you'll make it anyway. So same way as you, like, you've literally got a full fucking podcast studio here.
Aye.
Why you've got that? Because you're like, I'm gonna make sure this works.
Aye. That's
Same
it.
thing. Do you know, I have PTs like out there who are like, oh, who's he is fucking, what's your man getting on, like doing them videos, blah blah blah. I hear all this shit all the time, like, and I'm like, they're only raging because they're not trying hard enough.
Yes.
You're only raging because
it's working for you.
It's a fucking mirror, and it's reflecting that you're not trying hard enough. There's only one reason why it's not working for you, because you aren't trying. It's not anybody else. It's not my fault. It's not anybody else's that's doing well in their industry. It's, if you don't like it, it's because you're not trying.
100%. See, as well, like even you saying about the podcast, I think there's people, when we started this, and the first one we were going to do, I ordered these mics, but we done a tester. I'm one of them ones. I'll try it out and try it all the late nights. Like, that's going to work, but I'll order these mics. But I put myself under pressure that we were going to do a podcast like the first Thursday night, and so I ordered these, and they weren't coming. So I ordered them off Amazon like the day before. They were still in Germany or something, and I ordered them, and they were like, just use the mics that you have, because I have like the wee Rode ones.
The same ones are.
I have them, but I was like, no. I was like, they were like, just use them. So they were sweet. And I went, no, I want these.
I
was like, if I'm going to do this, and they were like, you're a perfectionist. I went, no, but if I'm going to do this, and this is my job, I want this to look like 100%. Because also, I'm doing this, and I don't make any money of this, and this is just the podcast, like hits. But in a way, I'm like,
you will though.
The networking of this though is to show people the production standards also I can make. I mean, so I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I want this to be done fucking properly. Do you know what I mean? But then I put myself under pressure. We were 6 o'clock. They just came. They wouldn't work, and they were all in here, and they were all scared to look at me. I was going, "These won't fucking work, man. I promise people I'm going to put this out." Do you know what I mean? But that's what I mean. So like, even by that was like our first video, the most views we've got on YouTube. I think it's sitting around about 10k, and I was literally like, if I had done that half-arsed, like, I mean,
you get a half-assed result.
Do you know what I mean?
You give half-assed, you get half-assed back. But it's amazing how many people expect, they give half-assed, and then they expect full results.
Yeah.
But it's the way of the world now, because everything's at their fingertips. At the end of the day, you want to get sex, you fucking go on something to get in 2 seconds. You want to get food delivered to the door right there. Fuck's sake, you want to get your shopping, you could have brought it around. It doesn't matter what it is you want. Just click of a finger, it's there. So nobody has anything in them now. They don't have a bit of resilience and a bit of hard work anymore. What happens is they kind of expect it yesterday. And you're like, that's not how it fucking works.
It's so true. Actually, people do expect stuff so quick. Like, even like the likes of, like, even a bit like my work, like, you'll do something for somebody and be like, just like whenever, no rush, and then they realize like they don't realize you have all stuff on, but then like 2 days later, like, could you just set me this here? And they're like, you're so like on the, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it isn't instant, because it's because of Instagram and all stuff like that. There, everything's so instant. But say they're like, so like your productions like this, like people are like, when's it up and all? And I'm like, I need to have time to edit this, and I know it's an hour video, but you have to go through, like, even the way like last week's, because there was 3 of us, it took fucking ages. I was sitting back on the computer all on Sunday, the day off, sat there all day. On my time off, I'm editing these, but then again, this is me putting more effort into this, trying to hopefully see what comes of it.
Well, at the end of the day, like, we've been sitting here, and I was like, I need a videographer. So you are getting paid for what it is you do. It's networking, like, at the end of the day. Everything's networking, like, if I, like, for me, like, my coach just says to me, like, he's my mentor as well, like, he said to me, he's like, part of your thing is you talk about going out and getting blocked and stuff, like, where most PTs don't do that.
Aye.
So he's like, you have to make sure you're fucking still out there and show your face about it and make sure people see that you're actually socializing rather than sitting in the house fucking weighing your racing chicken, you know what I mean?
Because I think people do want to see that though, because people want to see, because some people will be like, get disheartened and be like, oh, they went out at the weekend and think, oh, fucked up, and like then get like a bit disheartened and then take 5 steps back when they only should have took maybe like 1 or 2. So see people saying like, oh fuck, he can go out and do it. So where's the ways around it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And like my PT would sort of be the same. Like he knows, like, fuck, we went to Raven always, sure, like he knows the crack. And he's like, right, you fucked up this week, but you fucked up that weekend, don't fuck up the whole week.
It's no, my rule is for my clients is no 2 fuck ups in a row. So if you're, say for example, you're going out and getting blocked on Saturday night, fair enough, make better choices when you're doing it. If you're going to go out, at least choose gin and slimline tonic or something, or Vagas Sprite Zero, instead of fucking bottles of wine, for example. But see, when it comes to Sunday, like, you're not getting pizza as a reward.
That's
you don't just, you went out and get blocked, you get a fucking pizza as well, do you? You get one or the other. So it's like, if you fucked up and, you know, you found your dad really hard and you just were like, I just want a wee bit of bad food, or I want a bit of something bit better than a fucking lettuce leaf, then that's all right. But you don't get to go out and get blocked as well. It's you make some sacrifices. That's how balance works. These days, that's the fashionable word. Bit like high rocks in the fitness industry. Balance as well is another one.
It is.
And balance is the key, because everybody wants that. Everybody wants to look good and be able to still go out and get blocked and stuff and still socialise. So there's an aspect of you taking an aspect where you want to get that achievement, you want to do it, you want to get the result, but you also have to make some sacrifices. But it doesn't mean you have to sacrifice everything.
Aye.
You don't have to live like a monk. Like, you just have to, you know, box clever. Choose your
it's
balance.
a lot more sustainable though when you feel like you have a life for it, though. I mean, it's a lot more like you feel like it. Obviously, you want to. I always say, like, it's, you want to change your lifestyle, but you don't want to change like your fucking life. Like I love a fucking party, like a party, and I love a drink, and I love my job and stuff, what I do. And I like going to the gym. Can't say like I'm not that much into fitness, like, but also I love it when you get that buzz back in the gym. But like, I always feel like it's balanced. Like, some week it'll be off where I'll still go to PT, but like my dad will be off, and then sometimes when I come back from Barcelona, I might have fucked up my whole day for going to Barcelona. I just know I have, like, this past couple months been so busy. But like, I was like, I'm not starting my
excuses.
Mate, it is, you know, it really is. But it's still been going to PT, and PT's the same. And he's like, great. I was like, no, it is. I'm going to have it that. I think I need just like that plan where, like, obviously hit my calories. He went through it with me. I don't usually do that plans. But I was like, in my head, I was like, right, I see if I set myself a goal and I know, like, the week before, if I go break this diet or the week before and then come back, I'm going to fucking not go on it. So like, when I come back, I'm setting a goal for when I go October, when I go to Tokyo. And I think that is what I need. I'll have this fucking mad holiday, probably come back fucking depressed.
Body bag.
Literally, I'll come back and I'll need a life change, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And I think always finding that sort of balance and stuff like that works. It's like, no one, like, I haven't completely, my way of like feeling like I've went off track is not eating my dad but still going to the gym, do you know what I mean? And like not losing too much of what you do. It's not like going, oh fuck, here, I fucked up my dad, I've put on a bit of weight, I'm not just going to go back to the gym. A lot of people do that, don't
so many people hit the fuck up button, like they just, you know, 1 week off and they're well, I don't know what I'm doing here. I literally was on the phone to a client earlier on. If I ever see anything in their check-ins where it's like something like a big red flag, like stress levels is 10 out of 10, then I'll give them a bell and like be like, yo, what's going on? So I was talking to this client today, like, and he was like, oh, I'm getting really frustrated, like, you know, I didn't see the result this week, I didn't see the scales move. And I was like, look, scales is only a number, it's only one aspect. How do you look and feel it? And he says, when you put on your clothes this week, how did you feel? He says, mate, everything's fitting better, like, I'm more confident. And I was like, so even though you didn't see a number move, did you feel better this week than what you would have done if you hadn't been doing this from the start? He went, yeah. And I was like, well, there you go. You are making results. It's not always just a number. It's about how you look and feel. Are you actually making progression in loads of different aspects, like in your behaviours? Like I said to them, you went away on a work trip last week. Did you actually did you do what you normally would have done? And he went, nah, like I normally would have got blocked the whole time and that shit. And I was like, what did you do this time? And he went, I didn't do any of that. So I was like, you limited the damage massively there. So even though you didn't make progression, you progressed massively because you didn't do what you used to do, which would have been regression. Do you know what I mean? So
see, even that there you're saying about the clothes not fitting better. So I was doing a bulk, right, and I was all fucking good and all looking brilliant and all class. Obviously, you do a bulk, you put on a bit of beef, but like I was sweet. And then I sort of went off the rails, was in like didn't fucking go back onto MyFitnessPal and all this here, and actually lost weight, but put on a belly. And do you know what I mean? So like I lost weight. So like people always think, oh, the scales. I went, realistically, the scales went down, but I look fatter. You know what I mean? So people don't realise that sometimes. I think like even though like I've put maybe it lost like fucking probably about £6. And about him fucking outfit I got for Albert and mate times like, and you get the steps in here to me.
The first thing people say, honest to fuck, the amount of people that reach out to me be like, I want to lose weight. And I'm like, it's not lose weight you want to do. You want to lose body fat. You want to change your body composition. But there's this fucking Weight Watchers, fucking slim and fast type thing where everybody thinks it's I need to lose weight. I lost 5 pounds this week. You didn't lose 5 pounds of fat, like because if you could take 2 6-foot men and they're both 14 stone. One's ripped to shreds and the other's a beer gut. Yeah. But they're both 14 stone. But nobody realizes that. They all just think, like I need to lose weight. You never look at somebody and go, oh, they look 13 stone. You know what I mean? You look at them and go, here, they look great. They're looking fantastic. You don't go, fuck, he's looking good 13 stone a minute.
I know. I'm looking for
she's about 25.
Now we're going to get into a few wee questions here. So actually, not bad ones this week. So you'll be good to know.
Sorry, mate. My Q&A is my own one.
So that's why I'm saying not bad because I know how bad yours be. So random one. What celebrities do people think you look like most?
Me, Jared Butler's the main one. I get Jared Butler at the minute. My hair's cut now, so maybe not as much. I try to make like a Danny Jared Butler quite a lot. I've had a few like James from Geordie Shore as well.
Oh fucking hell! Hi, matey, you're actually a double one.
Nightmare, no. Used to get Meg the Situation from Jersey Shore back in the day as well. I'll just give you a funny one, sure, while we're here. There's fucking, not now, like, but years ago, I used to get fucking called Sam Smith as well, like, fuck's sake. Before he turned into who he is now, for fuck's sake. But still get a few, mate.
Mate, I can't believe you changed on Jersey Shore.
Get that one all the time.
That's a weird one.
I better crack on him, though.
He's born, like, isn't
he was shade on the show, like.
I
mean, he just cruised on by all them episodes, like, but like, I mean, he was never any crack, like.
Nah, never. I got that's the only one I can think of. Fucking Cillian Murphy. I got.
Yeah.
I hate that one too.
Why?
Or her Ruby Rose. I don't think a girl version of Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose is.
No idea.
There she's a fucking got orange. I get a photo up of her. Orange is the new black. She's like a lesbian. She's like, what's lesbian? I like
Sam Smith and a lesbian. Like, we're doing well here.
But I remember years ago, and I used to think this because I was really skinny. Had like you could really see my cheekbones. But then somebody said that to me the other day at a wedding.
You do?
I know. It was like somebody said at the wedding, like, yeah, he's buzzing. I was like, nah. And then it was more like when Peaky Blinders, like, but I got it the other day, so I must still look like him. Don't know what. I must hurry the blue eyes.
You take him all day long. To be fair, that's a good person to be compared to. It's a bit like, see, whenever people started calling me Jared Butler, I was like, I'm that. Or Jerry B. Like,
but then when I googled him, he had like really long hair and like his big cheekbones. I went, I don't think him, but I must. Have you ever been kidnapped or thought you were going to be, or followed but you weren't? You ever get stalked, basically?
I would say I get stalked, but never been kidnapped. Like, I mean, there's been a few threats over the years, like different things, like, but I'm not going into that. Like, but I'd say I've been, more recently, like, people be like, I get people messages, and I'll be like, I saw you out in this place the other day, or I saw you there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Would you not come over and say hello? Like, that's a bit weird, like, but nah, I've never been actually kidnapped or anything.
See, because they are,
and if you're going to fuck way over.
Fuck off. Go try at the 3. See, like our audience on TikTok, right? So it's like it's more like I always say it's like Belfast Maz, isn't it? It really is. So
like my audience, folks.
I know that's the same. Some people
sort of middle-aged Maz.
So I'll walk through Tesco's and I'll be like picking up the eggs, and somebody will be like, "Hey, Connor." I'm like, all right, what's happening? It's like, what's your podcast the other day? When's the next one coming out? And I'm just like, fucking cut the elbow.
Mate, sure, I was on a walk the other week, like, and some woman, like, the car was driving down, she did a U-E, pulled back up, she was like, I knew that was you. I knew that was you. I can't believe it's you and all. I was like, all right, how are you getting on? She's like, my sons love you and all. Can I get a picture? Seriously, what the fuck, like?
I actually had a mate last week's wedding, and the girl, I went for all the guests. I was like, here, I got a wee photo of you. And she was like, oh my god, Connor Quinn, can I get a photo of you? And I was like, you can't take it with my camera. And she's like, no, I must get one. She got one on, put it on our group chat, and then she put it as her TikTok profile. Sure, night to Sinead. Hope you're having love you, Sinead. But yeah, worst here, right? This is a good one for you. I should have asked you this early on. What's the worst job you've ever had?
The worst job I ever had? Let me think. So, I had to pack goodie bags for a marathon before. That was a job. I had to sit there. It was when I first got to Australia. I had to sit there, pack goodie bags over and over again. Another job I did was whenever I drove trucks over in Australia, I got given this special truck that's like a water cannon on it, and you had to go and blow the shite out of a fucking drain. So you'd be literally hosing a drain for the shite all day. Like that was class crack. Like some of the better jobs was Butler and above. Obviously, that was good. Laugh. Like,
Was that good crack?
mate, absolutely loved it. Here, getting paid to fucking go and party with 30 girls or 50 girls or whatever, and they're all like, they paid for you to be there. That's a nightmare, mate. A real fucking mare there. Like, I did a belter before, actually. My dad fucking, his mate owned a hotel in Donegal. I had been out of the game a couple of years. Like, and he texted me, he says, Emmett's son, fucking, our Pat's got a hotel. He's got a fucking gig coming up here. It's ladies' night. Can you get a mate to come up to ladies' night? No Butler and above. And I was like, sure. And he says, I'm going to be doing glass clack, not a fuck it. So I was like, sweet as. So my dad ended up doing the gig with me. So I was sure he was there clacking glasses at it. 180 birds. Like, it was me and one other lad. Like, I'll tell you what, it was really awkward though. So obviously there's always a few rowdy ones in the group, like, and this one woman was like to me, right, it's her birthday, you have to do a dance for her, like Magic Mike. Go in front of the 180 birds, and your other man I was with couldn't fucking dance for shade. So here's me pulling out the moves and all, right? Like the stuck Magic Mike on and all. Here's me sliding over in front on the stage, and your one was like, "Do not touch me, get off me right now." And I was like, "Here, love, like, why is up the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna fucking rape you here. Like, come on, fuck." Like, and she's like, "Get away from me right now." She's like, all right, reverse. Get me the fuck out of here.
Sorry, in the chat slide.
Slide on, love.
Fucking hell. I'm sure it'll be hard. When did you do it?
That gig there was 2 years ago, but whenever I did Butler and above, I did it for about 6-7 months whenever I first lived in Australia, so about 8 years ago now. Like, it was when I first got over there, like, it was such crack.
I'm sure it'll be a bit different now. Fucking Pleasure Boys fucking shit. To
be fair, like, what I did was just the same. Do you know, when you think about it, like, if you're like an Irish fella with a group for the Aussie girls in their late 20s, like, do you know, that's the common misconception. See lads who try to slay me, they'll be like, "Oh, I dancing for all the grannies." What granny do you know getting married? It's girls in their late 20s. Do you know what I mean? It's hen dudes, like, they're not fucking grannies. Like, there might be one there, but yeah, you think about it, you know, they'll be getting rowdy and all, and they're with an Irish fella and they're all Aussies and all, so they just go nuts. They're way worse than the lads. See, anybody tells you differently, don't listen to them. Way worse.
That's good crack. I couldn't do Butler and above. I'd be midget and above.
Mate, won't lie to you, first gig was a sweat. Like, see when you're walking in, like, you're like, cause you don't know what way it's gonna go. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're like, fuck, like, remember, girls pay attention to everything. Girls look at your fucking toenails and all sorts, like, there. So you're like, you're on point here, and all you're wearing's an apron and fuck all else. No, your arse and dick's out, like, so you're kind of on show. Like, you have to make sure you're standing proud. I mean.
You have to have some confidence to do that. Like,
well, that's it. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna get that from. Fuck's sake.
Intense a monster.
That's do, like.
Somebody get in one of their stories. So this is an embarrassing story. So give us some questions. Embarrassing story. Got stuck in a lift in KFC in the town. The ambulance and fire brigade came. Pure scundered. This actually happened to me. Like, fucking.
Same here.
Like, not. It happened to me in a toilet in Liverpool. I was going with somebody and all their fucking mates and all there, and I went to go to the toilet. And the first time meeting them and drinking New Year's Eve, and I got fucking stuck in the toilet. I was like, I actually want to go down this fucking toilet. I do not. I had to message them, like, can you get me out? Bouncer and all. Literally all fucking everybody's scousers and all. And there's me coming out of the toilet, right in there, fucking scunders.
I was on a stag do fucking 2 years ago, and it was at one of them dinky lifts, no tiny ones. Like, we had just got to the fucking hostel, like, and walked into the fucking lift, and one of the lads says, "Me too," and jumped in with his bag. Like, the lift went up once and crashed, went down about 3 floors, and it says it was a 2.5 hour wait, and it was like about 25 degrees in Manchester at the time. It was roasting, like, we were all standing there. Bear in mind, we've been drinking all day. Like, next thing everybody's busting for a piss. Next thing a few of them start getting claustrophobic. I mean, there was about the size of that laptop space because of our bags and everything.
Oh, aye.
So we were all stuck there. My mate ended up whipping his dick out, taking a piss in the fucking lift. We're standing there. We're like, mate, where the fuck are you going? Like, and he's like, I fucking have to go.
Nah, that's a fear for people.
Somebody else whipped out something else, but we're not talking about that. Everybody's coming out chewing their eyebrows.
Smelling the piss.
What the fuck is
See, actually, I used to work in the Telegraph like years ago, like when it was the Belfast Telegraph, and I'm used to getting stuck in lifts because it was one of them ones you had to slide across. So most of the time, it was a brick wall, so that wouldn't even freak me out anymore. Getting stuck in a lift. But I think if you're everybody was in there and there was
8 people in a fucking 4-man lift, like.
You drive a forklift in this lift, to be honest. So you could everybody could have napped on different parts of it. I mean, different freak out zones. Next question is: so is being funny a choice for your style of videos, or is that your personality?
I think that's mad that anybody would ask that. Like, because if you think about it, like, I mean, if it's subjective. Somebody finds me funny, and that's their opinion of what I'm doing. It's not part of my, like, it's not something like, I'm not like I sit at home writing jokes, like, I'm not a comedian. Don't get me wrong, like, well, Paddy wants to fucking invite me on one of his stages, look it up, like, you know what I mean? But,
you go Paddy, get him on.
Paddy McDonald, you hear me, big son? But other than that, nah, fuck, it's not part of my, it's like, it's just, I like making people laugh. In all honesty, I think you can help people in every single way. People are too uptight, I think, personally, so, like, why not make them laugh, do you know what I mean?
That's so true.
It's part of my life, like.
I think it's like a cope mechanism for me as well when I put something like up, or even now with clients, like if I go to do a wedding or something, I'm like when I like have to make jokes or something to make myself feel at ease. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, is this dead on? Or I go and crack a joke, nobody laughs. I'm like, this is gonna be a fucking dreadful day.
Yeah, well, there's nothing worse. Like, I remember, do you remember that video of Fish and a Rice Cake? Remember him? So I did one a couple of years ago. He weirdly followed me on Instagram before I ever had to follow him. Weirdly, he just happened to follow me. and then one day he wrote under one of my reels, slobbering, like, so I was like, that's dead on. I make a reel about this cunt. So I made one called Chicken and Rice Guy. And I was like, at 4 o'clock, are you checking a race? And at 7 o'clock, are you checking a race? No, same way I does the Fish and Rice Cake thing. And it crossed and burned, like, so. Nightmare. Not everyone's funny.
Did ever see you say something? I'm not sure that Fish and Rice Cake worked.
I can't.
It worked, like. Was he on?
Fish and a Rice Cake worked.
Won't be for me, but.
Absolutely brutal juice. Like, fuck that.
Actually, disgusting. I couldn't do it. Like a rice cake, like, and like fish syrup, not the chance. Here's a good one. Have you ever fought in a gym or had gym rage?
No. I'm generally not an angry person. Like, I've never fought in the gym. I mean, there's certainly, I would say there's a few fucking people in gyms at the minute want to lamp me, like, but it's generally a reflection on them. It's not, I'm not talking to any of them or fucking talking about them, but I've never had a fight in the gym. Like, it's not somewhere I'm going in there to fucking.
I think it's like a stereotype though, with like those like sort of like PTs and stuff like that. Like, don't like everybody trying to be alpha and stuff like that. Like people.
That's what it is. Generally, see the gym in general. If you think about it, the biggest lad in the room is probably the most insecure. Yeah. You know, and that works across the board. Like, the thing is that whole, like, they start getting bigger, start getting big muscles and all, and they think they're an alpha. Not everybody's an alpha. There's not, the whole world wasn't born alphas. Like, so that thing there is an ego thing. Yeah. It comes from buying gear and lifting heavy things up and no one thinking you're a big man. Because fair enough, like, you know, you fucking leg press 350, you're going to be pretty impressed with yourself. Yeah. Builds a bit of confidence, but in turn then what happens is lads then be a bit more conscious of other lads in the gym and all be like, hey, fuck's that cunt. And it's all jealousy and all. Like, see, honestly, like, I really preach this. Like, you have to work inward before you work outward. So, yeah, start going to the gym looking after yourself, but realistically, you need to be looking inward and start working internally. So, if you were insecure and you went to the gym in the first place to make yourself more secure, that insecurity is still going to be there, whether you're a big cunt or not. So, you need to start doing some therapy and stuff like that to fix that first, or fix that alongside the gym. Do you know what I mean? Fix
100%. No, I agree with that 100%. It is, most of the time, it is like, you do find like anybody, well, I don't not see much people fit in the gym, but I mean, like, any people see it is that their ego, it's an ego sort of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's, the gym isn't that sort of place, but some people's like life is just gym though. Because I remember when JD opened my name, was like, who are all these people? Where'd they come from? I went, it's because this is like their life. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you only will see them in a gym. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
I remember whenever I went up to JD like, a couple of times, I was just like, everybody in here is the exact same bakes you see in any MLR. It's the same people. Yeah. Because that is their identity. Like, personally for me, I was never a gym bro. Like, I used to go to the gym, but I was always a party animal. That was what I identified as. Then it was like years later, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't want to be a party animal anymore. Maybe I don't want to take drugs anymore. Still want to go out and all, like, but just not be doing that. So then the gym ended up taking more precedent. But realistically, I was never one of them ones that, like, absolutely lived for it. Like, no, don't give a fuck how much you squat, like, to be honest.
Aye.
Really couldn't care less.
There's
Like,
people in there, like, how long would your gym session be?
but no, like,
I see people in there fucking 4 and all hours. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
that's their social.
I'm
social
like,
life.
what the
That's
you-
their night out, like.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Be in nightclubs for 4 hours. I'd be in the Mandela Hall for like 4 hours. I mean,
100%.
that's about as long as I can last in the Mandela Hall, to be honest. Usually where I'm like, can we go back to our safe places? And I'm
You're definitely on the fucking double standard.
not in the Mandela Hall, not anymore. Years ago. No, we didn't. So it's another gym question. What's your biggest pet peeve in the gym? What's that mean?
Pet peeves, like irritation, like when anybody annoys you. So I'd say, if I think about what's the biggest pet peeve in the gym, I'd say probably the fact that everybody stops themselves, like so many people stop themselves from even entering the gym because they're so worried that other people give a fuck.
Aye.
That's like, see, everybody in the gym, they all give a fuck about themselves. Literally, they're in there and they're so fucking conscious of themselves. They're looking at themselves in the mirror. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Aye.
But then people have this perception that everybody in the gym gives a fuck what they're doing.
I know.
You're not that important. You're like,
That's so true. When see even people who are like massive and you're like, oh, like I used to be like, oh, compare yourself, like, oh, they're going to look at me and think, am I doing this? Even when I go and do my work, I'm like, I'm not looking at anybody else. I'm just making sure I'm doing this right. But when you don't go to the gym, I understand why you would think that. But realistically, no one's looking. You may get the odd dick who fucking, but
the usual thing that annoys me in the gym, just people not putting their weights back, like the usual fucking story. That, or to be honest, there's this group of lads in my gym, like, and they be squealing like they're getting bucked up the arse, like, so, and you're like, you don't need to make that noise, like, you don't, like, you're,
big
you're
issues.
yeah, you're doing bad form, like, do you know what I mean? Like, like, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Oh, so, fuck up.
Stop it. I know I don't really have one like for the gym. I don't go fucking. I'd be in the gym all day, but like I'm not. I'm more in like trying to focus on myself.
That's what everybody's doing.
I don't mean. I think it's more like when there's groups of people in a gym, I feel a bit awkward. Like, cause I'm like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like if like people are going to the gym, there's fucking 5 or 6 people and I'm a fucking lap pulled in. I'm like, why is this? Why is there a fucking a youth group here? Do you know what I mean?
You're
just
not
a bit
taking it
intimidating.
seriously. You're training with 5 people, really.
Don't I? 100%.
You're only going in just fucking about, like.
I like a wee gym partner sometimes, but like most of the time I go in and just put my headphones in and just get on with it. But then I need like a fucking PT to count for me because I'm terrible at counting. I start focusing on breathing. I'm like, what number am I on? I mean, I'm like 8, 9, 10. I'm done 4. I mean, so this is somebody I know wrote this. Best nicknames or reasons for a nickname. Conor McBaconair comes to mind. So I used to get called Conor McBaconair because my ears are like bits of bacon. They don't have like a curve. It actually is like a bit of bacon in it. Have you got any nicknames or anything?
I get I used to get Emmett McKenna for years.
Busted?
Busted.
Actually.
I was always busted because I used to be, as I say, party animal, like, so I used to be out 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week. So anytime anybody ever see me, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking busted again. Like,
Actually.
I everybody knew me as Emmett McKenna. Was that one, or to be honest, you can't really give a nickname to Emmett, but I would have got Elmo. So a lot of lads would call me Mo or Elmo, like, but I mean, I never liked that nickname. I get it, like.
I know, like, it's always somebody else gives you a nickname, isn't it? Though people, I ever see people when they're trying to give themselves nicknames. I'm like, chill the fuck out. I mean, like, do you give out yourself? Like, you can tell. I mean, that's shit. Another one. This is a good one. If you could, so obviously, but like we're saying about life sort of stuff and like how things changes. If you could choose to go back in time, 10 years or 4, what would you do and why?
I honestly wouldn't change anything, like, to be honest, because all my history, all the shit I did, like, I've lived numerous lives at this point, to be honest. It all made me who I am now. So, like, I don't regret anything. I wouldn't go back and change anything because I'm like, fucking, I love who I am now. So why the fuck would I want to change it?
That's really true as well. Because I actually thought about this, like, maybe like last week or stuff like that, and I'm like, it all sort of happened for a reason. Like, I'm glad everything happened. It's sort of like, look, it's easy to say now, but some people are in sort of situations where they're fucking like, oh, I'd rather go back. But like, when you get the like happy sort of medium in your life, you do be like, actually, there was a reason why it all happened.
I literally believe everything happens for a reason. The universe is testing you, putting you in places that you went for that job, you didn't get it because you were actually meant to get something else.
100%.
You thought you were supposed to get that thing because you had in your head you really wanted that thing. It was never what was for you in the first place. But you had something else laid out for you. So as much as like, don't get me wrong, if it was to say go back in time, I would say probably start social media earlier. Probably start doing what you did now earlier. Like, but apart from that, I mean, realistically, but then maybe who I am now. So
you could go back and do it, but it mightn't mightn't fit to what it mightn't have worked.
Exactly.
It mightn't work with the algorithm that you needed to like at the minute. But I actually think, see what you were saying about that. Like I remember I went to get a job interview and like for Liverpool, like FC, like for like this photography sort of stuff and
I
that.
played on Anfield before.
Did you?
Yeah, I played. Give you a laugh. Actually, my dad fucking rang me one Monday whenever I worked in Consanity. He says, "Emmett, you better be off this weekend." I was like, "I'm not." And he's like, "Well, you better be." Like, and I was like, "Dad, I'm working." And he's like, "Right, I'll give it to somebody else." I was like, "What is it?" He says, "I won a Carlsberg competition. Fucking me and you go to Anfield. Stay in a hotel for the weekend. Free drink, free food, 3 nights. Right? Met like 5 Liverpool legends on the Friday. On the Saturday, got brought to Anfield in the VIP lounge, like fed fucking all gorgeous girls serving you drinks and all that shit. Stevie G and all the lads, all the players are standing there in the players lounge, like, no, they're all sitting chatting away to you and all. And then Mayweather Pacquiao fight was that night. Remember that fight years ago? So I went out and fucking got on it with a load of my mates that lived in Liverpool at the time. It was in a lock-in, came home at like 6 in the morning. And my dad was like, "Emmett, son, we were playing on Anfield today." And I was like, "I'm not fucking playing anywhere." He's like, "You're getting in a fucking cold shower, son, you're going with me." So I was like, "Alright, well, sound." So here's me still up for the night before, fucking got a shower. We get brought to Anfield, played on Anfield, fucking, and they were doing like drills, like, so it was like penalties and fucking crossbar challenge and all. I hit the crossbar twice. So after, they had like a wee thing and they were like, "Right, everybody had hit the crossbar twice, stand up." So of the like 90 people across the world that won this competition, me and 20 others stood up. So they were like heads or tails. So everybody went heads and I put my hand on my horse and did tails. They all sat down. I won a fucking signed Liverpool top.
Actually?
Here's me still up the night before.
I love it.
As well as free drink.
Fucking hell. Imagine you didn't go, mate.
Mate, exactly.
There you go.
My dad was just, he was just like, "Son, I don't give a fuck. If you're waiting on Anfield, I don't give a fuck. You're going.
You're going to be fucking sick in that ground. I don't give a fuck. You'll be here."
Those were mine. Fucking missing that.
Is your dad sport Liverpool?
Aye, Stalking Liverpool, both of us.
Yeah. My dad's sport. I don't really like football. My dad's sport Liverpool. Like, so we're all like, we had enough Liverpool tops, like, but can't tell you much about football. What was that? What were we on? I saw that there everything happens for a reason sort of thing. Like I was meant to go take photos. Like I went for a job over there, fucking flew over and all after I graduated and was like showing the thing, and I was really like, "Oh, I want this job to live in Liverpool and to say that I'm taking photos." And it was all like their kids and all, like the photography thing. Had my heart setting on it, and I didn't get it. I see now, I'm like, thank fuck I didn't get that. There was one other person in that, and she was like in her like, she's like 30 or 40, and I was like, she's definitely settled. That's going to be the loneliest job I could ever do. And I see looking back, I'm like, thank fuck I didn't get that. I mean, like I wouldn't have done, obviously have started up my own business and all like that. I wouldn't have done that. But it's so true. Everything does sort of happen for a reason. What made you get into fitness?
Honestly, I grew up with a bunch of lads who were not nice to each other. Like, were bullying the fuck out of each other. Like, I got tortured whenever I was growing up.
Yeah.
I had really shit self-esteem. So much so, actually, mate, I ended up trying to kill myself whenever I was like 17.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my ma after, and she was just like, "Emmett, you don't understand how special you are. Like, you do something else in your life, you'll meet other people and you'll realise how good you are." So happened was I went to tech in and I bumped into a lad in my tech class who I knew from when I was about 10, and we started going to the gym together. So what I started doing was building confidence on the exterior. So started like getting myself more built, doing some beds, get myself looking a bit better. And then I started doing a bit of therapy inward to try and fix any of that shit that was there, them insecurities, that like not believing in yourself, all that stuff. So then after a while then I was just like, I want to fucking change other people's lives. I want to reach other people and make sure they understand that. So what happens is, see, in my social media, a lot of time people would be like, "Oh, your man hates his class," or "He's an arrogant prick," or all that type of stuff there. But it's because they can't actually visualize true confidence. If you're confident in yourself, which takes fucking loads of work, it takes inner work and exterior work, then you'll be able to show that, and other people who aren't confident will feel insecure around you.
Yeah.
So that's what ended up happening. So I just wanted to help other people to show that, like, it changed my life. It, like, absolutely, if I hadn't went to the gym, I wouldn't be where I am today. So
that's actually like so good to even talk about, because obviously this month's like June's mental health month, and like even saying like stuff like that, like about like when how you get into it was, and about like saying like suicide and stuff when you were like 17, and it was like the lack of confidence and stuff like that there, and like where you are today. A lot of people would see it and think that you maybe like that you weren't that type of person. It just goes to show that they're like some people, especially young people as well, like, and things change. Like, see, when you're 17, 18 and stuff, like, you don't really see that there can be much change in your life, but you could have a completely different type of friend group and that completely different mindset, lifestyle, even physical body type to what you had at that age. And I think, but at that time, you feel like you can't really see as far ahead. You still don't realize that you're really young. Like, within the space of like 3 or 4 years, your life can change. And I think, just you saying that, like, people probably wouldn't expect that from you and stuff.
See, honestly, mate, see what happened to me. Like, I'd be the group of lads I was knocking about with. Like, you were walking out of the house. I would barely speak. I was afraid to even fucking open my mouth. Because every time I opened my mouth, somebody was calling you a fucking stupid dickhead or ugly cunt. Or, see, you hear that all the time. You believe it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, your ma's telling you you're good looking. It doesn't fucking matter because everybody else calling you an ugly cunt all the time. So you're going to believe that stuff. Yeah. As soon as I met a different crowd and they were fucking, like, complimenting me, I was like, fuck's your problem? I couldn't understand it. What do you mean? They're like, oh, that's a nice shirt. I'm like, fuck you, you slagging me, are you? Like, I was so used to
I know what you mean.
Being defensive. So what ends up happening is when you then meet different people, you surround yourself with, like, see that you're a reflection of the 5 people closest to you. It's so true. Like, see me now. Like, I cut out people all the time because I see it as, I don't want a negative energy. I don't want somebody that's going to badmouth somebody else near me. Because if you're absorbing that shit, like, you're going to end up thinking that way. Like, there was somebody who's a really good mate of mine now for years. His cousin would have always been going on about him, and I always would have thought, I always thought he was a dickhead. Then I got to know him, and I was like, he's a legend. But it was only because I was listening to the negativity beforehand.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I always be one of the people, like, I'll build my own opinion. Like, see if someone's like, you really have to like him, it's another really good crack, and then like, or like be like, oh, I don't like him, and I'm always like, I'll build my own opinion. Exactly. Like, obviously, if somebody does something bad on somebody, you're not gonna go in like you'll still have to take on your mate's opinion, but at the end of the day, that's between them two. So I'm always one of them ones like, right, I'll build my own opinion, I'll make my own narrative, and like how you like people. But that even like you saying that, like, when you are surrounded by them people and like somebody does be nice to you, you don't know how to actually take the compliment, so you become defensive and you're like, you start to question, they making a cunt out of me.
Exactly, that's all I do. But as soon as I surrounded myself with lads who were like being a bit more just nicer, like, just they weren't like, they were still slagging and all, but they were just a bit nicer. They weren't being cunty. I was like, this is alright. This, like, I didn't know this life. Because all I knew was for fucking 7-8 years before that was constantly being the runt of the group, getting picked on, getting called all the names of the day.
I know.
You know, people wanting to fight you left, right, and centre. Like, so what's funny is it's went full circle now as I'm older now. Like,
and do you not think sometimes the people like that never evolve? I always say, she's a people like for fucking they never evolve. They look the same as they did last.
Called arrested development. So what happens is they never really want to grow. They get stuck in that 17-year-old. It's mainly men get this, and more than women. They get stuck in that like mindset of the way they were when they were 15, and they still act like that. They still want to prove they're a hard man. They still want to they still be bad mouthing people or trying to start fights and all that kind of shit there because they have never grown.
And then they probably see you now, and then they're probably trying to be like nice to you, and you're just like, oh, I felt that on me. Like, because I was obviously really like, I was really anxious when I was younger, and then like I walked past people who I was like really terrified of when I was younger, and then they're like, right, Conor, what's cracking all your argument? And I'm like, all right, no sweat. Like, I mean, you sort of have that. They're like, I'm not scared of you anymore, but I'm not giving you fucking. You're not my mate now. I mean,
exactly.
You're fucking. You want to fucking crack the head of me when I was younger for nothing, but like, because you were easy target. Yeah. Like now, then people see like obviously I do these podcasts, and they're like, oh, what's happening? And I'm like, I remember you called me a fruit when I was younger.
It's funny that one there. Like I've had loads of birds actually do that one like years. I remember them knocking me back years ago. And fucking come down. I'm like, see you, they love. You're not getting in these trunks.
You back off.
Fuck all around your own door. No.
Shut there. You know what I mean?
Shut there for you.
It's actually so true, but it's good. It's a good wee thing just to say that everything sort of changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. Like you drive your own car. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, you're the one in charge. You're deciding where the next destination is. Yeah. You can keep going around about and stay where you are. You can actually take the next fucking right and get off it.
100%. And time's a big factor in it as well. Like, because they got like things may feel like they're. What is it? It's a bad day, not a bad life, though, man. Exactly. That's it. You always have to have that mentality, even with a bad day may happen for like a year or two or something. But after a while, like my mate always said to me before, she was like, I was feeling like shit before, and she turned around and she was like, you're going to look back at this day and you're going to laugh about it. And I was like, oh, and then fucking 4 years later I was laughing. I was like, I told you were going to laugh about that. I remember telling you that. And I was like, that's actually so true. Yeah, good touch on we're not really into these sort of podcasts, but that's good to touch on, I think. Do you know what I mean?
What's that?
The really emotional ones.
I made sure half my content's like that. So that's what people be like, to see the other see the funny thing or like the deep meaning.
I like having the both.
They're like, what's going on here?
Even like when me and Sarah on the other week, and we had a wee bit, and I was like, I actually like that. I like there being like a wee like question or two that's like that, and then we're like, right, we'll get back in that one there.
Exactly.
So have you any goals? No, what's your goals for the rest of the year? You set goals?
Yeah, I do. So, I already hit my goals early this year, so I always have financial goals that I want to hit.
Yeah.
And I got off to a good start, and then I hit them last month, so I had new goals. Like we do revisions every quarter, like so, like me and the team will look at and see what's next for the business to go to. So, right now I'm positioning people within my business, so that's the next goal. And that side of things is to have there's already an admin girl on the team, but it's to have like an operations manager and to have different people. So it's not just people see it as like a one-man band. That'll just be the front. That'll just be me. It'll be the marketing side of things. But there'll be a team behind doing the other stuff. So that's one aspect of it. And then another aspect, goals wise, is always like I'm probably gonna be away quite a lot the rest of the year. Like I fly in and out all the time. So I want to get back to Australia at some point. Like so, been in talks with my coach / mate about it yesterday and today about joining him on his travels around Australia and stuff. So that'll be another goal. Like,
see what you're saying about the whole like sort of delegating sort of idea of like business. I feel like this year that's the same for me. Like the growth that I need to do now is start like seeing what I can do, but then what I can do to free up time and like get others to do. Do you know what I mean? Because it's getting to this stage now where like I can't work like fucking 70 hours. You can't.
There's only so much. Like so that's why I need an operations manager in there. Like because he has to do. There needs to be people doing stuff that, like at the minute, see if the business keeps growing. There's only so much fucking you can do, and then 100%. Your energy, as I explained earlier on, your energy fucking goes zero to everybody. You spread yourself so thin, everybody gets fuck all. Whereas instead, if you delegate, then they're taking away that task, then you have the energy to wholeheartedly give into the best bit of you, the thing that you can manage, the thing that you're the best at, like this.
100%.
Think about it, if you're trying to fucking edit and do everything else at the same time as doing this, you fucking delegate that to somebody else, then all of a sudden, then your wholehearted is going into this and writing the questions and doing all that stuff.
100%.
Better delivery then.
That's what I think as well. And it's getting to this days now where like I don't want to be giving out half-hour stuff because you're always chasing like what you have to do. I'm like I need to get to the time where like what it's taking up a lot of time and it's easy for get somebody else to do. It gives me more time to be creative and stuff like that. It definitely it gets to the stage in business where you have to start doing that, but it's hard to explain that to clients sometimes, isn't it?
Well, it's one of them things. At the end of the day, people want to work with you. They don't want to work with the team. But it's getting them to understand that the team makes and helps you be you. So that's the thing that they wanted to work with in the first place. So you can't explain that, like, but just in a way where it's like, you know, for example, like I'll say to my clients, like, you know, I'll get my admin girl to do that thing for you. For example. So, and then they know that then. So then, but then they
still you overseeing everything though. It's sort of it goes for
everything, like
goes for your standards. I always think as well. It's, like, people need to realize like it's up to your name on the line, so you're not going to get people half-hour stuff that you wouldn't be happy to give them in the first place. Could be one favorite music or favorite DJ at the minute. Do you like DJs?
Yeah. I'm loving Dara at the minute. Like he's class. Shugs was spelled there as well. Like I love trance music. Like, but in all honesty, like I'm rangy. Like I listen to pump and dance music. Like Bad Boy Killer Crew, flat out. Like as well. Like I don't fucking take care anymore. Like, but doesn't mind listening to fucking tunes about it. Like so bumping around the house all the time. I just love high energy shit. Like
I'm the same. Dara actually good. He went to my fucking school as well. And that's my legs really short. Why am I fucking school? Like it's my fucking legs sore. There was loads of good DJs went to my school. Like so Kieran McCauley went to my school, and then Richie Blacker went to my school, and Dara went to my school, and they're all successful. Like in what they're doing. I wanted to do music in school, but they won't fucking.
Crombie actually went to my school. He was in my year. So he's massive now.
Yeah, it's mad. Like over here, like the scenes for it. Like the people are.
Because they all an avenue for smicks.
I know. I fucking love it.
I know. All these smicks are like,
I know. It is. They were taking over like
all wearing a fucking TR's flat out.
Going to a telegraph and just fucking nig tracksuits now. Like people don't get changed up a telegraph.
I can't get behind that. It's only because I wear that shit to the gym. Then I see all the young lads all wearing it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, what's that? That's not a good outfit.
I know, 100%. Dara actually said that when I seen the other day, and some fella was interviewing him, and he was like, like about their outfit. He's like, I like to dress up. Like I don't see all this like going out and like feel like you're dressing up. I was like, see, I went to fucking Telegraph. I'd stick out like a fucking sore from like for a pair of cargos. You'd feel like
I get
feel
spotted. I get spotted for being too old. Like, because I'm wearing like clothes. I'm not wearing an all
you can
black
jump
bike set.
you can jump around cargos. I mean. But yeah, they're actually class. Richie and Kieran McCullough are actually going to come on this.
Real.
Richie's coming on Monday, and then I need to speak to Kieran. I done work his like music video and stuff for his like last albums. So is there anybody you look up to in the fitness or sporting world?
Yeah. My mentor is Tony McAlevey.
Yeah.
He's huge on social media. I'm sure people who are watching this will know who he is.
Yeah.
I'm mates with him as well though. Like he's the one who's taught me about going to Australia with him. Like Sean Casey as well, huge in the game.
Yeah.
These lads are younger than me and they're groundbreaking. They're making fucking changing so many lives. Literally, like my life wouldn't be the way it is now without people like that around me.
Yeah.
Do you know, James Smith's another one. Like I met him when he had 300 followers in Australia, and now he's fucking 1.6 mil, and he's mentoring all thousands of people around the world. Like, you know, it just shows you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. Just keep persisting at it. I remember James Smith showed up every fucking week, the Q&As, and he had 300 followers. He was just doing live Q&A every week, and I remember I used to tune in every week looking forward to it. The guy's a multi-millionaire now. I mean, he never admits it, but I can trust me, he is. So you only get like that, like if you keep fucking showing up.
That's actually it. Like even like the likes of this, people were like, "Do one every 2 weeks?" And I went, "No, I've told people I'm going to do it weekly. I'm going to make sure I do it weekly." I mean, we'll see over any year if it's done.
You will, I just see the way you use that language there. You're like, "I'm going to make sure." Like,
yeah.
See, whenever people are like, "I'm going to try and do something," they're already leaving that gap for failure. If you change your language completely to, "No, I'm doing it weekly."
Aye.
It's a weekly thing.
That's why
it's not a bi-weekly thing. It's a weekly thing.
I know. Sure, we go to Barcelona on Wednesday, and then we're there for like a week. And then I said to Sir, "Will we do the mix and do one in Barcelona?" Fuck's sake,
100%. So do one on the balcony with the sunset and all.
I know.
Should be Banter. Like sure, the boys did one in Australia. Fucking Shane Todd and all.
Aye,
somebody or whoever it was that was over there.
Was Paddy
Willie and Paddy and all. Aye, they did one over there. Like you might as well. Sure, it makes for good viewing.
And see, I don't really have to worry about. I'll only bring one camera. I'm already bringing the cameras anyway. And I was like, I'll just bring that. I thought you wanted my attention there. That's right. I'll do it in a second. But that's while I'm there. Sure, it doesn't really. I don't have to bring productions. It's just us. So I'll have the camera anyway. Bring the mics and we'll do it. We'll probably be fucked and we'll just talk about it.
It's easy watching.
I know.
See, at the end of the day, like you have to think about it. See, for me, when I'm doing content, a lot of the time, like a lot of mine would be me trooping around, talking about this, that, the other, like, but like with a camera on me talking like that. So the other time I have to change it up and do something else because people get bored of the same thing. So you have one where you're in Barcelona, like I'm gonna want to watch that too because I'm like, oh, what are they doing there? Tell me more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're actually hanging and we're going to do it on the beach because we haven't got there's no balcony. I was like, but that's what I hear about Barcelona because it's a city. I think they don't get much balconies, not. Does, but it's the city. It's not the capital. It's not the capital. I
didn't think capitals wouldn't have balconies, like.
Because it's more like a proper city where like you go on holiday to Spain, it's always like the wee smaller parts.
Yeah, I get
you know what I mean? Well, anytime we haven't got balconies, there's no balcony this time. So not this, we're just picking the cheaper places. Not making that much money. Yes. So what else have we got here? Trying to see. Favorite holiday destination?
Ibiza. So I love Ibiza. I'm hitting it twice this summer. As I already said in the pod anyway, like doing Ibiza, Marbella and Vegas in like a nice wee stint where it's like one after the other, there's no break.
Aye.
So I've never been to Vegas before, so that'll be the determination between Vegas or Ibiza, which one do I prefer, like, but you're kind of catching my drift of what I like. Sydney's the best place in the world to live though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking class. Like if you like Ibiza, you like Sydney, like it's class. Like just
I know loads of people that live over and I like they'll never come back. I don't know why, just more like I would probably get homesick halfway through it.
But see whenever, like for me personally, like I would have been out with about 20 of my mates that were from here.
Aye.
So it actually kills me because they're all the ones that don't have kids and are like single and all, whereas the fucking lads here are all fucking done and dusted.
It's all settled down over here. Like. I always think though, like I've sort of got the foundations of what I've sort of got here, and cause my last job it'd be like starting over again if I went over. But then I just know I would always want to come home. Like my uncle lived in America for like fucking 20-30 years maybe, and then he came back and he was like starting from all over again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I did that twice, so I know what it's like. Looks like I won't be doing it again. So we'll see.
I know, but that's good with the online coaching. So last question we'll do, and then that will be us. What was the question? That was actually the last question.
Was
That
it?
was the last question.
Have you
That's
got
good.
a question?
You got a question? So what's your plans for the weekend?
Plans for the weekend? Doing absolutely fuck all squared, mate. Like, there's fucking photo shoots the following week. So if you had asked me any other weekend, I'd be like, alright, going out this fall, like, but no, sitting in the house, counting my fucking chicken and rice and looking lettuce.
I know. When you said no drinking, I was like, thanks, fuck, I can't be like drinking.
I see, to be honest, like, if it had been any other time, I'd have been like, oh, shit, like, I'd have been like, sweet. Like, I've never been on a podcast with the offer you swallow, like.
I know, and I hear it didn't want, because everybody knows we drink on it, I didn't want to not offer you. So I was like, when you came down, like, I thought you fucking drinking, I should be cunt to me.
No, it was for me, it was just, like any other week. It's just, see, with the last 2 weeks, because what they do with their dad, like, they be pushing my calories up and dropping them really down, and fat load and carb load. Like, so if you are drinking that, you're just completely fucking up that science, and then it takes away from the look at the end. So it's only fucking 10 days left or something. So this is actually where I'm tightening the ship now.
Really fuck about it, like.
Yeah, there's no point. Like, a couple of clans here and there isn't actually gonna. It's just you're gonna regret that couple of days of the shoot. So
100%. Nah, but here, good luck with the photo shoot. So we good.
Cheers, mate.
Two after an hour, two. Fucking hell.
Aye.
Have you ever done one before?
I did a lifestyle one last summer when I was in Marbella, like, so just before the event, because every year my mentorship does an event over there. So it's like a big conference.
Aye.
Sean and Tony would be there, obviously. But last year I did a lifestyle one, so it's like clothes and it's like business shots.
Yep.
So I will do a bit of that with Peter. Like the one here will be totally physique in the gym with Stephen Black, where the one with Peter I'll be like them, look, get like ones where it's more businessy, where it's showing, because at the end of the day, my page is a landing point for potential clients, potential partners, all that stuff there. So there has to be an aspect of the imagery, the videos, it all has to be good. There's no shit stuff now.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why all the imagery and all is good now. Whereas before I'd been firing up pictures of me and my mates getting blocked and all, like there'll maybe be one of them every fucking 3 months now.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
They get stuck on the story, like.
Aye. It's good though, because people like to see like it makes it a bit more real, and it seems like you're not just like, I feel like my productions page is just a portfolio for people to look at of my stuff.
Exactly,
this is more my character, and then my fucking actual personal page is just where I can be as mad as I like daily melting life. Do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. But there's always a wee bit of social noise going about it. But no, it's good. But it's good. But you've got like going on with it and stuff.
Thanks, mate.
So look forward to seeing how your shoot goes.
Cheers, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing where you go with this here. I think you're going to go. I think you're going to go massive, to be honest. Like,
I hope so. Like everybody seems to love it. Like, and every week,
somebody fucking messaged me yesterday, being like, the road of my Q&A, being like, you should jump on Conor's podcast, and I was like, I'm on it tomorrow night. That's fucking so like, no way, fuck off.
And I'm actually really like, because obviously I get really nervous, so I have to like feel like I can get somebody on that I can chat to. Like, I used to have like a notebook, I remember, for like stuff to write down. Don't even do it anymore. I just need to know I need somebody on that I can chat to, and also going to get my banter. So if like you start throwing things out and then the banter doesn't gel well, I think I would just crumble, and I also wouldn't have the balls. You know, like, some people don't put out ones because the podcast just wasn't good. I heard like Joe Rogan does stuff like that or something. Like, somebody says, apparently, was you telling me somebody does that? They may say they didn't put one out or something. And I was like, but I wouldn't have the balls, just to not get somebody right and then not put it up. So I always feel like, I just need to get people on who obviously similar sort of crack and stuff like that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, you need to be someone, you need to be talking to somebody you can bounce off. Like, there's no point in you fucking having.
I'm proper Belfast.
That's funny. Actually, says to me when he came on board, he was just like, mate, one of the things was he's just like, it's not your Belfast. That's what I mean. Like,
that's why even the wee advert we made for it, I was like, this has to be proper. Like, even like the old mummy and like you owe me a tenner, like it had to be proper Belfast. And I even like you eat fruit. I mean, like I there.
Even my catchphrase and fucking Instagrams, can I get a yo?
Right, I mean,
I never constantly want to going, yeah.
That's it. And that's why I was like on the bike. I was thinking I'm gonna be like, yeah, because I think that's just a Belfast thing. But I've a couple of wee Belfast cat phrases to say. I'm really looking at Julia. We're not doing that camera in case people think I'm looking down the camera. So if we do one in Barcelona, I have a couple of Belfast for sort of ones that's going to go with it, but I'm not going to give too much. I'll tell you off camera what we're made of. But thank you, everybody. And next week we're going to be on with Richie Blacker, so my mate DJ. Bit of good crack, mental party stories. So yeah, don't forget to, I didn't say this last week, was it, like, subscribe and hit the bell, and thanks for watching.
You can follow me as well, by the way.
Oh, I mate. Sorry. What's your plug?
Emmett McKenna _PT.
Here we go.
Fuck's sake,
Apologies.
what ways are you getting on?
I know. What it is, mate? I'm going to get a graphic to come up with at this. I'll put that in. All right, thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.